places we went was Israel. And I'll never forget it. Because here's a place I'd never been in my life. It was the only place in the world I'd ever been where I felt at home in a place that I'd never been to before. And that magnetism grew. And in 1981, I started taking groups of people. And over the course of the last 52 years, I probably escorted tens of thousands of people to Israel to let them see this remarkable land that some just say is a Bible land. But it's more than that. It's a remarkable nation that for 3,500 years has been home to the Jewish people. It's a place where Abraham handed the title deed to his sons and told, this is your land. It's a place that has been often the most bitterly fought over piece of real estate in the entire world. And it's a tiny sliver of real estate the size of New Jersey. Its landmass is 1/644th of the landmass that is controlled by Muslim nations, which makes many of us scratch our heads when we hear that the solution that people have in the Middle East is that Israel, with its tiny little real estate imprint, should give up land so that those with much more could take a little bit of theirs. It's going to be a challenging environment, no question about that. But I've seen something happen in this country over the past 52 years, in over 100 visits there, that just brings to life for me that biblical truth of the prophets when they said that the dry bones will live again and the desert will bloom. Places that I first went to in the 70s and in the 80s that were nothing but desolation, barrenness, rock and dust, nothing really to look at, nothing to get all that excited about, are now lush with vegetation, as this tiny little country is exporting fruits and vegetables all over the world. It reminds me of the story where a rabbi went to see one of his farmers in the synagogue. The farmer had a little plot of land out in the Negev, which was a pretty desolate area. And after 5 years of his farming, when the rabbi came out to see him, he noticed that things were growing. It was green. It was producing some magnificent fruits and vegetables. And the rabbi said to the farmer, "Oh, my son, what you and God have done with this place and this land." And the farmer wiped the sweat from his brow and said, "Yeah, Rabbi, but you should have seen it when God had it all by himself." And it's a great reminder that people have had to make extraordinary sacrifices to create what is now one of the most prosperous places per capita in the world, with more Nobel Science Prize winners than any country on earth. And the fact that this little guy from Hope, Arkansas, that went there as a wild-eyed 17-year-old kid, is going to get to go and serve my country and my president as the ambassador. It's just a little overwhelming. And one of the challenges will certainly be leaving behind the 7 magnificent grandchildren that our children have given to us. You know, I won't be there maybe by phone or FaceTime to talk to my daughter when she calls with those ever so sparse moments of asking for